What a season we have just had. A deep run in the Carabao Cup, in the FA Cup semi-finals, and obviously getting promoted to the Premier League. But now, let's try and sign some Wonder Kids. Hello, welcome to Club 2 Part 28 of the Globe Explorer. Coming up in today's episode, we do have our transfer special where hopefully we do sign our first ever Wonder Kid. That's the plan, but I'm not sure whether we'll actually do any of that. We might sign a couple of youngsters, whether they'll be officially Wonder Kids or future Wonder Kids. That's for us to find out later in today's episode. But those of you who did see yesterday's episode, we did get crowned. We actually didn't get crowned champions of the championship. That happened 2 episodes ago. But we did get to the FA Cup semi-final, which obviously we did get knocked out by Spurs. But the season on the whole, absolutely brilliant. Obviously, did finish first, 15 points clear, absolutely marvellous stuff. And obviously, FA Cup semi-final, that is just absolutely absurd. Only losing 2-1 to Tottenham. I think on another day, we might have potentially could have sent it to extra time. We might have even beaten them. That would have been absolutely absurd if we did. And obviously, Carabao Cup, that was a very good run as well. Getting to the 4th round, I reckon in the future we will get to the semi-finals. Might happen this year. Who knows? But let's take a look at the end of the season review. Obviously, we did win the championship. I reckon it's only a matter of time before we do win a domestic cup, whether that's the FA Cup, Carabao Cup, or another cup, whether that's like the Spanish Cup, French Cup. I do have those things loaded. We just haven't had any interviews for any of the foreign teams. I think on the whole, the board are quite pleased with my performances. They're concerned about the 2-1 defeat in the FA Cup semi-final. Get over it, lads. Come on, what do the supporters say? So supporters, they're very pleased with a 1-1 draw against Sunderland. Really? I mean, that was the game that very much wrapped up the title. Pleased with Nicholas Arce's performance. He's going to be absolutely amazing this year. Very pleased with the 1-1 draw against... oh no, we've already had that. No, that's bored. Supporters, they were pleased with Nicholas Arce, pleased with a 4-2 victory over Norwich. When was that? That was the game before Spurs. That was pretty meaningless there. So there are criticisms. There's a few criticisms. Disappointed with Hamidou Kone's recent performance. I mean, he is only a loan player. He won't be playing with us in the Premier League. Disappointed with Patrick Reeves' recent performances. He's probably been one of our standout players this year. He's only young. He's only 23. Disappointed with Peter White's recent performances. Recent performances, yes, but as a season, he's been absolutely wonderful. I must recommend take a look at our transfer business. We brought in £14 million worth of players, sold 33 million. That's a £19 million profit over the course of the season. That is absolutely crazy. But let's take a look and see what the board want us to do next year. I think they probably want us to avoid relegation. I kind of want to try and overachieve as much as possible. So whether that's mid-table, dare I say it, maybe push for European spots, but obviously we have to make it through the summer first. But yeah, we'll just accept that. It's probably going to be continuing to avoid relegation for the next however many years. So I presume that's all fine. So I mean, yeah, avoid relegation. Yeah, I think we're probably good enough. A few players here and there, and we've got a fairly decent Premier League squad. Let's talk to the lads, see what they think about next year. Obviously, I think we're in a good position to avoid a relegation battle. You're right, we can talk of relegation battles. That is very good news. So Nicholas Arce is agreeing with me. That's good because he's a player that we're definitely going to keep for next year. I'm not really going to talk to you about any promises. Don't really like making promises because I suspect I'll probably end up breaking them. We'll ask them to come back. Yeah, we'll give them quite a long pre-season just to get them Premier League ready. A lot of pre-season friendlies, so we'll get some harder ones in there against the likes of Real Madrid or Barcelona or just any of the top foreign teams. But in terms of the squad, I don't really know who's staying. There's quite a few players that are currently out of contract, but we'll get to those in a minute. So I think we'll probably come back first day of the transfer window, I might have done a bit of business by then, but honestly, I doubt it very much. Here's the opening day of the transfer window, and the rumoured trade has begun. One of the first rumoured players that is rumoured to be leaving the club. I hope he doesn't go. I don't really want to sell him. That's Curtis Allen. He's apparently been rumoured to have moved to Olympique Marseille, which is news to my ears. If they make an offer, I mean, yeah, they're going to have to offer 10 million. I don't know what his current value is, 10 million. So if they offer that, we might reject it, but if he gets unhappy, he might potentially move on. But he does have decent potential. Still got 4-star potential. There's still a little bit of fulfillment, but he can play Premier League. He can get there. We've obviously been rumoured with a few players. Alessandro Sachati being one of them. 32 years. Why would we want to sign a 32-year-old? I get yes, he's cheap. Bags of Premier League experience here, mostly Premier, not Premier League experience. He wouldn't be a bad player to bring in, but I don't know if we've been rumoured with anyone else. I highly doubt it. Obviously, our promotion hasn't been officially confirmed yet, so it's probably going to be linked with a whole bunch of championship or top championship players, which we've got money for, but I just wouldn't want to spend like £17 million on a 28-year-old. I'd rather buy a youngster for like £5 million than a obviously they are decent players, but it's whether or not we do take a plunge. I think we probably take a plunge on one of them. They're all strikers. That's the worst part. If they were different positions, we'd have a little bit of leeway. But yeah, they're all strikers. I'm not going to buy all three of them. There has been a few more rumours. Isaac Price has been rumoured with a move to FC Nantes. I mean, that's completely understandable. He is out of contract, and judging by the current ability, I'm not going to renew his contract. Indiana Murit has been linked to a move to Borussia Mönchengladbach. He's a player I wouldn't mind keeping around because I think he's a useful squad player. Whether or not he's a regular starter, he can be a Premier League player. At 25 years old, I think he can. Jamie Devitt also rumoured to move to Borussia Mönchengladbach for £10.5 million. Again, similar to Muir, I kind of want to keep him because I think those two will be great in the Premier League. I don't know if we've had any other players potentially rumoured with a move out. I don't think there is. It'd be interesting to see what does happen. Sam Tickle wouldn't be a bad goalkeeper to sign, but I don't think he's going to be. I don't think he'll be good enough to potentially make the step up into the Premier League in terms of playing week in, week out. So this is what the squad is currently looking like. The players leaving the club are Alfie Gilchrist. I mean, at 32 years old, not really going to improve, and I think the Premier League is probably just a little bit too outside of his comfort zone. Then obviously Isaac Price will be leaving us. Abdoulaye Kamara also leaving us. Van Axel Dongen leaving us. He was out on loan for the whole of this season at Herenveen, he did all right there, but he wasn't the best. He came in on a free transfer. He's leaving on a free transfer. It's a win-lose situation. We brought him in. I was hoping we could get a bit of money for him, but we're not. Abdoulaye Kamara, I wouldn't mind trying to see if anyone can possibly make a bid for him. Don't think they will. I think we're going to lose a bit of money. I think he came in on a free transfer, so we're going to lose him on a free transfer. Timothy Lawson, also out of contract. I got no plans on renewing it, so he'll run out his contract. And Wilson Sano, he was decent when he first came in, but yeah, we're going to lose him on a free transfer. We're not going to renew his. I think there is a few players that are out of contract next season. Dejani Silva was out of contract, but for some reason had a contract extension. I think because we got promoted, he had a 1 year extra on his deal. But I think he is still, yeah, he's leaving at the end of next season on a free transfer. I didn't think that was possible, but it is. There is a few other players that are on contract next season. Those are João Ramos. I think he's probably gonna be going. I think we will obviously transfer this him. I don't think he's that good, and I don't think he'll make the step up into the Premier League. So we'll get him transfer listed. If any clubs come in for him, great. I don't think how much should we sign him for? 900k. If we can get at least 1 million, that'd be fine. If we make a loss on him, it's not a big deal. Obviously, the 4 loanees will be going back to their parent club. Those are Peter White, Alex Reyes, Hamadou Kone, and Addison Santos. I'd love to bring in Addison Santos back, but we just don't have that sort of money, and I'm not willing to pay like 50 million for a player in our first season in the Premier League. Then other players out of contract next season are Indiana Murit. Then there might be shouts that we could potentially sell him. Joe Bellingham, I think he's a must keep. 30 years old, is he honestly 30 years old? I know we're 2036, but wow. I didn't realise he was 30 years old. I thought he was only like mid-20s for some reason. Then obviously Dejani Silva, Casemiro also out of contract next season, alongside Paul Young and Curtis Allen. I think Paul Young, I wouldn't mind trying to keep him because he's obviously homegrown until we get a few more homegrown boys, which might be quite a while. I kind of want to keep Paul Young, and I think that's the only homegrown boy here, so that's slightly problematic. And Isaac Price is also homegrown, but we're not in any European competition, so we'll keep Paul Young released for another season. Obviously, getting a few more English players. So there is a lot of business to be done in today's episode. Then the players out of contract in 2038, I think, will probably end up staying with us. So we're going to say goodbye at least to, not including the players out of contract. We'll say we'll probably depart with like at least 5 players. That's what I'm hoping for. If we depart with any more, we've had a massive clear out. We have made an offer. We are bringing one player in, and that is not this guy. I don't know who's this guy. Who is he? Who's this guy? He looks decent. I'll probably let my director bring it in. We are bringing in Kamal Kiffin. Absolutely destroyed us in the last championship game playing for Swansea. He's coming in. Looks quite decent player. Maybe a loan move could be on the horizon for him. Maybe back to Swansea on loan. I wouldn't mind sending him back on loan, but obviously he hasn't joined us officially yet. He'll come in on the 30th of June, so hopefully by then he might have signed a couple players, hopefully. It is the 1st of July, and we have signed probably I reckon this might be the best player we'll sign in today's episode, but it's only the 1st of July, and we're starting off with an absolute bang. Please welcome to the club, Tian Nai Cohen, who's a Slovenian or Slovakian? Slovenian centre attacking mid, 26 years old, 4.5 stars current ability, already good Premier League player. He comes in on a free transfer from Club NX. Who's Club NXT? Club Bruges, who's, I presume he's been in the second team for Bruges, which is quite shocking because he looks absolutely wonderful. Set piece maestro, great at corners, all right at penalty taking, decent at free kick taker. I mean, look at his value, 43 to 50 for 1 million. You signed him on a free transfer. That's some good bit of business if we could get 15 million for him, like next summer or a couple of summers down the line. But that is absolutely wonderful. He's not the only person we have brought in. Obviously, we did sign. How do we get? I need to learn the buttons. I do know the buttons. Transfer history. Obviously, we did sign Kmar Tiffin, who is another attacker mid. I think we might be loaning him out. 2.5 stars of current ability, 5-star potential. Good League One player, potentially Premier League. I think a loan spell probably won't be the worst thing for him. He comes in from not from Swansea. That's where he was on loan at last season, where he scored 15 goals. I think 2 of them were against us, so he might have actually also had an assist against us. I think that was probably his best game for Swansea against us in the last game of the season. But he comes in from Liverpool for 245k, so I think probably a championship loan spell or a League One loan spell for him. But he does look quite good, quite pacey. He will definitely have a decent future with us. So I think, obviously, he is only 19. He will get a lot better. So I think a loan spell probably could do with the world of good, because obviously we've got two decent attacking midfielders. That's all we've signed at the moment. So this is the squad at the moment. It looks quite sad, the squad, but it looks pretty good. The attacking area is brilliant. Defensive wise, not so great. Obviously, only goalkeeper we've got is Diego. I am keeping an eye on another one. I did see one from Real Madrid, but he wasn't interested in coming to us yet. And then right backs, we've still got Curtis Serlane and Andrew Sugan. I think they'll probably be both will be staying with us. Andrew Sugan, this absolute quality. He will be Premier League standard. I think Curtis Serlane probably stays as first choice for this year. That might change further down the line, nearer to the end, nearer to the start of the season. Obviously, Deshani Silva is our only left back. We rejected 2 offers from Bristol City, both decent offers. But if a bid of like 7 million, 8 million comes in, might potentially have to accept it. There's obviously centre backs still the only two. There's Mirror and Devitt. We will get 2 other centre backs, but Mirror and Devitt, great potential for both of them, 4.5-star potential. If they can live up to that, they're going to be fantastic centre backs. And that's the thing. Defensive area, major improvement is needed. Then midfielders, we've just got Joe Bellingham, who will be staying at the club. Callus Mera, also still at the club. I don't really have any intentions of selling him. Is he another? Don't think he's another homegrown player. No, came through Porto and Leon, so yeah, most definitely not homegrown, but still a decent player to have around the club. So we do need a couple more midfielders. Ideally, I think Mera is just a box standard central midfielder, so we do need a midfield playmaker and a central midfielder, just a normal central midfielder. That's what we did last season, and that's what we'll do this season. So, right wingers, we do have Paul Young and Nicholas Arce. I think Arce is quite capable of being a Premier League player, so only 25, he's only going to get better. Then, obviously, on the left side, we've got Patrick Gariba. Kmar Kiffin can play out on the left, but I think we do stick with our original plan, and that is send him out on loan. So we do need another left winger. I mean, Gariba probably, is a decent Premier League. Can become a leading Premier League player. He can become even better. That is absolutely crazy. So definitely need another left winger. I probably just a backup, because Gariba, I think, will probably be fine as a starting left winger. Then attacking midfielders, we've obviously still got Cristiano Ricci and New Boy. I still can't believe this guy was a free transfer. You wouldn't think it would be, because looking at his value, we'd think we spent at least like 20 million on him, but no, cost us nothing. I don't know what Club Bruges were actually thinking. And only striker at the moment is Connorita. He's an area for improvement. So I think the main area to work on at the moment is obviously goalkeeper and the defensive area, the goalkeeper. So I think that's probably what we'll work on for the next few weeks, and then after that we'll probably look towards the midfield and the attacking areas. So I think that's what we'll do. Give it a few, and obviously we have sold a few players. I forgot to mention the likes of Sympathy Lawson has joined Swansea, Alpha Gilchrist has joined Rangers, Phil Sinsano joined FC Nantes, and there was another player that left. Shao Ramos joined Portsmouth, who are in the Championship, not too bad. So hopefully he'll get a lot of game time. He's gone there for 1.4 million, so we did get a nice, decent little profit. Not a big one, but at least we've got a profit. I wasn't really expecting them to offer 1.4 million, so that's absolutely brilliant. So we are still working on a lot of transfer budget. We haven't spent any of it yet, as you can tell. I only spent a little bit of it, but we've got 35 million transfer budget, 600k wage budget, a lot of players that we need to sign. So I think we'll probably give it 3 weeks. So we'll come back like mid to end of July, where hopefully the defensive areas are all sorted. Well, with 2 weeks left to go before we do play our first ever Premier League game. Actually, it's not 2 weeks, it's more than 2 weeks. I was looking at that Southampton fixture. I thought that was our first Premier League game. It's not. Our first Premier League fixture is against Bournemouth. We've actually got quite a difficult start. We've got Bournemouth, that's an easy game. And we've got Liverpool, Spurs, Chelsea, Fulham's easy. Man City, obviously, we know we can beat Man City, so we should be beating that team. So hopefully, with the players that we brought in, which I will obviously announce, I'm not silly, but we've done a lot of business, and we've still got a good 3 weeks left to go until we officially start the season. Obviously, we did welcome in Kmart Kiffin, who is still at the club. I'm trying to loan him out, but no one really wants to make an offer for him yet, so that might come right down to the wire, hopefully before the end of the transfer deadline day. Ideally before the end of the episode, I would love to have him loaned out. Obviously, Cohen still that's absolutely class. I don't think he's dropped down. Yeah, but he still stays the same. So next up we've got Ayad Kohanu. He's a Dutch goalkeeper. Dutch. 25 years old. 3.5 stars of current ability. 4-star potential. Good Premier League player. Could be a leading Premier League goalkeeper. He comes in from Ajax for £2.4 million. Actually played 30 games for him last year. 13 clean sheets. He's more than capable for this league. Somehow, still hasn't had a Dutch cap yet, but I'm sure he's going to be a fantastic player. 6'2". He's definitely our first choice. And next up, we've got Fabio Chiarodia. He is a German centre back, 31 years old, 4 stars of current ability. Good Premier League player. He comes in on a £2.5 million move from Hamburger, who they pay £3.4 million for him. They've made a 900k loss. I mean, for 31 years old, he doesn't look too bad. Decent physical stats, great jumping reach, great heading, decent heading. And I think he's going to be a top quality player. Left-footed as well, so that's going to be quite useful. He's a ball-playing centre-back, which is absolutely fantastic. Jordan Kendrew is just a youngster, my director of football, so we don't really need to worry about it. Then next up, we've got Vincent Burley, who's a Belgian left back, 30 years old, 3.5 stars of current ability. Good Premier League player, not really going to improve, but he is 30 years old. He comes in on a £2.1 million move from Harvard. Has had decent stints in 2 stints in England. One with Hull, where he was out for 3 seasons in the Championship. Then he was on loan at Southampton last year, where I presume he was only there for the second half of the season. Played 12 games, not too bad. I don't think it's too bad. I think he looks like a decent player. Obviously, he will be first choice. Whether or not he'll be first choice next year, that remains to be seen. But next up, we've got Jan Lewandowski, who's a Polish right back. Didn't really need a right back, but he just looks absolutely fantastic. 4 stars of current ability. Good Premier League player. He comes in from Stuttgart for a whopping fee of £6.75 million. Stuttgart are made a profit. He only played 1 game for them. I'm not too bothered about it. His value is up the upper 19 to 23 million, so he looks absolutely quality. I think that is Curtis Alain's time done. He is wanted, Curtis Alain, so I think he will be probably gone at the end of by the end of today's episode. Then next up, we got Matthias Skipper, who is a 21-year-old Danish central midfielder, 3 stars of capability, 5-star potential. He has agreed to be a squad player, this guy. That's very, very good, which I'm very pleased about. He's 5'5". All the best midfielders are quite small. Xavi, Iniesta, and I'm sure Skipper's going to be absolutely brilliant. He's a good Championship player, but potentially can be Premier League. We're not loaning this guy out. He's very much going to be a backup for this year. He's coming from FC Copenhagen for £7 million. Again, might have paid over the top for him, but his value is only 8.2 to 9 million, but that will get more and more as he gets better and better. Then next up, we have got Militin Vukadinovic. I think I pronounced his name correctly, but he's a player that can play in multiple positions, can play left mid, centre attacker mid and striker, but we primarily brought him in to compete on that left-hand side. Only 19 years old, 2 stars of capability, 4.5 star potential. Yes, he's decent League One, but he's not going to be playing week in, week out. He comes in from St. Gallen for a fee of £2 million. I don't think that's, realistically, I don't think that's too bad. Obviously, only 19. He's going to improve massively. I think we'll probably just prioritise him in the cup games, but we'll chuck him on as of when. Then there is one more player that we've brought in at the moment. That is Ian Pribanic. He is a Croatian striker, 18 years old, 2.5 stars of current ability, 5-star potential, decent championship player, potentially Premier League. He comes from Fariston for £1.7 million, where he has actually played quite a lot of football for them. Played most games last season, which is very, very good, scoring 9 goals. And the best thing is, he is 6'7", and for a 6'7" guy, pretty nippy. For his physical stats, acceleration 14, pace 13. That's not too bad. Obviously, jumping reach is 19. Heading, I thought that would have been a little bit more, but he's actually a pretty decent set piece taker. I think this guy is going to be absolutely brilliant. Not now, but in a few years' time, he's going to be absolutely ridiculous. I mean, he should. I mean, he's both pretty much 4-star weak foot. That's everything I ask for a striker. Be comfortable with both feet. But that is all the transfers we've done for now. So this is how the squad is taking shape. So goalkeepers, we have got Diego and new boy Ayad Colonel. And obviously, I think Ayad will obviously be our first choice goalkeeper. Then right backs, we've obviously got Jan Lewandowski, Curtis Allen, and Andrew Sugan. I think Curtis Allen probably does end up leaving, considering he is a good championship player. I know he can improve, but I think he can probably go, and I think we'll probably get some money in for him, albeit no one wants him at the moment, but I'm sure he'll go by the time of the end of this episode. Then left wingers, we've got Zishani Silva and Vincent Burnley. Silva is under offer from Brentford, which I think I will obviously reject that. He will be here as a backup. Then centre-backs, we've got Jamie Devitt, new boy Fabio, and Indiana Murit. And that is the only centre-backs we've got. We will get in another one. Possibly a loan, maybe permanent, who knows. So defensively, pretty solid. It's just the centre-back that we need. And one of the right-backs will end up going probably Alain, because Andrew Sugan's still quite young and could improve. Then centre mids, we do have Bellingham, Mera, and Skipper, so probably lacking another central midfielder, so possibly another youngster or a top class centre mid. I do not know. Possibly a top class one. Depends what we can find. Then right wingers, we've got Nicholas Arce and Paul Young. On the left, we've got new boy Militant and where is he? Patrick Gariba, who is wanted by AS Roma. I've got no intention of selling him at all because he's going to be absolutely brilliant for us this year. Then obviously attacking mids, we've got new boy Tian Nai Cohen, Christian Ricci, and obviously the other new boy Kemar Kiffin, who I hope at some point we will send him out on loan. Then strikers, we've got Connor Reed and Ian Pribanic, all 6'7" of him, and he can't teach shots. So 3 weeks left to go. It is literally a centre mid and a centre back. I think that's fairly doable, and hopefully, we obviously there might be room for a few other transfers if we sign any other players. Obviously let you know, but hopefully by the time we get around to our first game of the season, we should have hopefully got those 2 players in and hopefully have the squad ready for Premier League football. Well, we have made it to the start of the brand new Premier League season. The 2 positions that we needed to get in, I have got in, and the players we brought in, and I think they are absolutely amazing. They are going to be absolutely brilliant for us this year. Those 2 players are, first one being Yahi Nino. He's a Colombian centre midfielder, 3 stars of current ability, 4-star potential. Has unfortunately picked up a bit of an injury. He's going to be out for the first 4 weeks of the season. Hopefully that's the only injury. He's a good championship player, potentially can be a Premier League player. He comes in from Derby for £9 million. I think, judging by his value, I think we paid the right amount for him. I think it's probably more than enough for us to get a decent profit on him. But he looks like a decent player. Only a backup, or at least I think we've agreed to backup. Yeah, squad player, so that's completely fine. So he won't play every game. He'll play some games here and there. Then next up is the central defender, Cassiano Chiala. He's a German, obviously, centre-back. 3.5 stars of current ability, 4-star potential. Decent Premier League player. He comes in from FC Schalke for £6.5 million. I think this guy looks very, very good. 6'1", decent pace for a centre-back, which I expect most centre-backs to be slow, but not this guy. This guy's pretty nippy, and I reckon he can get us get in with the goals, especially for the set pieces. It's very good price on him. So it's like a very good player. 27 years old, so a little bit on the experienced side. Obviously, he has been playing at Schalke. Started off at Bayern Munich, where he did make a few. Did he make any appearances for them? I don't think so. He made some appearances for the second team. We went into PSG, where he made a couple appearances here and there, but nothing major. Then spent most of his career at Schalke. So hopefully that's a top-notch signing. So this is the squad going into the new Premier League season. We have got Diego and Ayad as our two goalkeepers. I think Ayad are very much going to be our first choice goalkeeper. Then right backs, we do still have Curtis Lane still knocking at the club, so he might be gone in the next episode, he might not be. Then we've obviously got Andrew Sugan and Jan Lewandowski. Then left backs, we've got Deshani Silva and Vincent Burley. Centre backs, obviously, new boy Cassiano Chiala alongside Indiana Murit, Jamie Devitt, and Fabio Chiarodia. Got two German centre backs. I mean, I didn't realise we signed two German centre backs. We'll play them alongside each other. I think those are two best centre backs. So one's left footed, one's right footed. So that is very, very good. Then obviously central midfielders, we've got Canismera, Joe Bellingham, Matthias Skipper alongside new boy Yahir Nino. I think for the first game of the season, it probably will look like Bellingham and Skipper, but I think in the future, maybe like next season, probably be Skipper and Nino. So that's very much the plan going forward, to have them two as the starting partnership next season, if not towards the end of the season. Then left wingers, we've got obviously new boy Militon Vukadinovic, then alongside his partner will be Patrick Gariba. Then central attacking mids, Kmar Kiffin is still at the club. No one's made enough for him just yet, but we've still got a bit of time before the transfer window shuts, so hopefully get him out on loan, hopefully this season. If not, we'll just drop him down to the under-21 so he can get some game time down there. Then we've also got Christian Ricci and Tian Nai Cohen, who, if he doesn't get like 20 goal contributions, he's a fraud. He's not, but that's what I'm expecting of him. Then obviously right wingers, we've got Paul Young and Nicholas Arce, two very good players. So Nicholas Arce, I think, will be really good this year. I mean, look at his value, 40 to 48. He's again another player we signed on a free transfer. I feel like Man United made a big mistake releasing him, and somehow he didn't really get into their team. I'm sure they'll come crying back to me when he's scoring goals for fun in the Premier League. Then strikers, we've got Connor Reed and Ian Prabanic. I haven't really seen the best of him in the. Well, he hasn't played any friendlies because he's been away with the Croatian under-23s, which I guess is a positive because he's 18 years old. He's already playing for the under-23s for Croatia. So that is very, very good. So within the next few years, I expect him to be knocking on the door for the Croatian first team. But let's take a look at the season preview. So the board, not the board, it does predict us to finish 15th, which I don't know. I'm going to go with it. I think we can. I think realistically we can finish probably mid-table with the players we have signed. It says we're going to do a 4-4-2. When was that? Have we ever done a 4-4-2 with West Brom? I don't think we have. I mean, looking at the lineup, the the back four, I think is pretty much spot on. Probably have the other centre back. Can't remember his name. I think we'll obviously have him there. Then obviously I think that from that four, pretty much spot on. Great. That's not spot on at all. That is completely and utter wrong. Because Gareeba's not a centre mid. I don't know what this projected lineup is, but it's just absolutely hideous. We have done a couple outgoings as well. Just while I forgot, no one else has really left the club, but we have loaned out a couple of our highly prospected youngsters. One of them being Dimitri Magas. He's joined Bristol Rovers on loan, but he's already picked up an injury. That's not great, but hopefully he can live up to some of that potential and hopefully come back as a three-star player. Keith Lyon, again, another decent youngster. He's joined Marine on loan, but hopefully he can get some decent game time. I feel like there was another top quality youngster that's gone out loan. I think it might be Taylor Catherall, who does have 4.5 star potential. He's joined Crew on loan for the whole of the season. So I think with that squad being it, I'm feeling fairly confident going into the our first Premier League season. Obviously, Man City in the first. I mean, in fact, is we play Liverpool, Spurs, Chelsea, Man City, all in the first 6 games of the Premier League. I'm actually all right with that because it gets the different games out the way. Actually, by the time November comes around, we would have played 5 of the top 6. Obviously, Man United is not until the 29th of December. So if we can get 40 points this year, that would be an absolute success. So I will see you all in the next episode for our first ever Premier League fixtures against Bournemouth and Liverpool. If you have enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more Daily Football Manager videos, and thank you very much for watching.